Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Stanley Repairable Ultra Deluxe. I don't know what we're going to find today, but sure gonna be something, I'm sure. I don't know why we're resetting the time. Did something fuck up? Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just say it's 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't have a way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay. Alright. We are still in the sequel. I don't know how polite of the game, I guess. So let's try...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
We know.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Let's see.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's see. What else haven't we done today? Do we have anything else we can do with the bucket? Well, let's try without the bucket for once. Because we've basically done every ending. Wait, no, hang on. There's one ending I want to see with the bucket.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley clutched the bucket.
We never did the escape thing.
This
We
was
never
not the
did.
correct way
But
to
there
the
was
meeting
one other
room.
thing that I wanted to see
Stanley
because I
had
remembered
felt
it
the
last
bucket
night.
calling to him,
That I should have
telling
done
him
it.
That the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind.
Or the correct ending. We have also not done the correct
door on his
ending.
left to go back to the meeting room.
We'll do both of those.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the
Have you done the
bucket.
collectibles?
Now
I have
ride
not
the
done
lift
all
all
of
the
them
way
yet.
to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
I forgot about this ending.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think
What
about
about
this
falling
obvious
off?
fact.
Yeah, I
He
guess
was
it's early
fully
enough.
convinced that the bucket had spoken. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
There you go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Literally exactly what you would expect.
The embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley.
Happy
clutched
107
the
in the
bucket
morning.
tightly to
Happy
his
107 in the
chest. This was
morning.
not the correct way to the meeting room.
But yeah,
But
no,
Stanley had
there's
felt
one
the
ending I
bucket
forgot
calling to
about.
him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
This is one that you probably don't even think about.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
This
No,
ending is actually
never
clever.
mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
This
Said
one
the
is clever,
bucket.
I think.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
This one is clever.
Stanley did not question why or how.
What
this
about the
bucket
broom
was
closet
speaking to
ending?
him. It should have alarmed him, of
I guess
course,
we can
because
stop by the
buckets
broom
can't
closet
talk.
while we
But
are
Stanley chose not to
on our
think
way to
about
the other
this
two
obvious
endings.
fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Seems like basically the only option, right? But
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer?
Where did I fuck this up?
Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh. Instructional video on comedy.
What is comedic timing? What
What?
is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your
Whoa!
political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's dive deeper.
Okay.
If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Is it?
To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
Surveys.
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An
Is that
effective
right?
survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times. Just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at
2K
your
damage and
disposal,
magic.
you'll have
Nice.
audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all.
I'm
Just
scared.
remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence.
When did this become
and very
Starship
likely
Troopers?
die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
When did this become Starship Troopers?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated.
It's what?
Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery.
Wait,
Come
no,
along, let's
we
head
are...
back.
Oh, okay. We actually have to... We're gonna walk back. All right. Oh, okay.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in
the Simpsons
stitches.
universe?
A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be.
Also,
right
I
now.
like that this is a different map.
Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
I like how they actually made a separate map for this. All right, the meeting room, room 450, 448. And we are back to the 2 doors.
Here we go. You ready?
All
When
right.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
All right.
No.
Wait, shit.
You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud? Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the
Are you
bucket came to
proud?
a set of 2 open doors, they entered the door on the left.
All right, sure. What the? What?
We're back at the phone already? No. What's going on? There was supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake.
Oh no.
I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title.
He's confusing
of
the
king of
joke.
comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp.
How will you be a streamer?
I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
Wait, no, hang on. No, don't put me.
Surely that will help me improve my...
Don't put me back in the video.
Stanley, you love
What?
the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
What the fuck?
I heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not? Is it the delivery?
The delivery.
Pale with shame.
Pale.
Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe...
Based on the Stanley parable from 2013.
The bucket is so mental. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes.
Additional odd assets, Valve.
More instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
He needs more
That
videos.
will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Okay, so, Alright, that was not what I expected.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That was
Stanley
not what I
decided to go to
expected.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed. The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
I don't know what all you've done.
Stanley
We did
clutched
most of the
tightly
bucket
to his
endings
chest
in that
and
direction.
entered the door on his left.
We did most of the bucket endings in that direction. If not all of them, actually, at this point. We also got 3 out of 6 collectibles. Oh, that's good.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Oh, new bucket
the broom
ending.
closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here.
Maybe
it's
it's right.
to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no.
Nah, I know, Axel.
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet
It's
has
calling
sunk,
me
that it has to
names
resort to
now?
this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined.
Oh,
And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? that your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings.
Well, if you'd shut up and let me do it.
Changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Well, the bucket was around when we fucked with the fucking bucket destroyer. We had to stop that from happening. We died with the bucket.
Okay,
Oh.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go.
WTF did
Oh,
I just
yeah!
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
I just realized the damn bucket is a reference to the old YouTuber trope of random object friend. True.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate. You see?
Yeah!
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
I love the broom. Like, the fact that this exists. What the fuck? This was the broom.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship.
This
with
is
bucket,
like
but
the
now
broom closet
the
ending
broom
2.
closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
Holy, okay. Alright, so he's left now, so we need to leave. And then we go back in. Wait, no? Okay, apparently, it's smaller this time, apparently.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright. Oh, yeah, that was always there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket...
Alright, so do we want to do...
Yes, this is certainly the most logical...
Do we want to do the escape ending, or do we want to do, the normal ending? I guess I can offer it up.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
Turn on
It
the
would
machine
be
ending.
all Stanley
We
could
already
do
did
to
that
keep
one.
himself together, if not
We have already watched the streams of
soothing
both.
him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all
No, you're
right.
good. I know you didn't know.
The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I know you didn't know. No big deal. Alright, I see escape. See 1 for escape.
Stanley and the
2
bucket
for
walked
escape.
straight ahead through the
3
large
for
door
escape.
that
Okay, we're
read,
doing escape.
Mind control.
It looks like we're
facility.
doing escape. Yep. Alright. Oh, 1 for normal. Still have to mute you for a day for your error. Oh, man. Shame, I cannot be muted. Shame, I cannot be, because we're always in the bucket ending.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Holy shit.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Is this the truth ending? I don't know. I don't remember this one. Are you, the DM says, are you sure? So stick them on the bucket. There was in fact 2 of them.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To
Hey!
be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
The buckets? But not Stanley's? Whomst.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
The bucket is dead. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like the bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket as history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept an open mind what may be challenging about the information in the exhibit? Will you change your lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? I don't think I can do it normally anymore.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him?
Wow.
Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
25 buckets. Photograph of 25 buckets, the great number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from the exposure of this many buckets at once. I think this is more than 25. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which was in the medieval era, was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died. Yet the simple fact remains that no one can control a bucket. Even more meta normally. Oh yeah, no, true. A bucket with 2 handles. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Holy shit. Alright. Stress bucket. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Coping strategies, holes. Vulnerability, size and strength in a bucket. Presented without commentary. I don't even know what that's trying to say. Thanos in the Infinity Bucket. Cave drawing. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, at which time the bucket had already likely been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However, clear our grasp of the bucket may be, yet there is yet more that is always out of our reach. The distance inevitably is for our own good.
There is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Wait.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world.
Finally.
A new vision.
Finally. It's over. It's gone.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Hello,
Perhaps
hello.
he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little
What if we
thing in the
reset?
office, but
I don't
didn't
think
make
it
a
changes
single
anything.
difference, nor did it advance the story in
Oh,
any
hey, the
way.
stickers actually stick around.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
But yeah, no, I don't think it actually changes, the ending. I think you just reset. Did you guys finish Chibi Robo? Yes, we did. I mean, have you tried? I remember trying in the original ending, but
Stanley
I suppose
clutched the
this is a
bucket
different
tightly
game.
to his chest and
Oh, yeah.
bolted the door on his left.
that is fair. It's like, it wasn't that way in the original weirdo ending, but I suppose this is different.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs.
I don't want to
the
do that
boss's
ending. That ending is
office.
creepy. The original for that ending is like, wait. The executive bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the... Oh! Toilet! Yes!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the
Is
intrinsic
there audio
sense
hiccups?
of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Is anyone else experiencing audio glitches? Not for me, I don't think. Figules. But, yeah, no, so... Could just be me? It might be. But, yeah, no, so... This game does
Into his
whack
manager's
things,
office, Stanley was once
but
again
for the
stunned
most
to
part,
discover not an
the game
indication
has
of
been
anything
pretty
like.
consistent
But
with
Stanley
what,
guessed
like,
the correct code
something
by
that is
saying
in the
not.
original
Was
is
it
just
the
different
bucket
now,
all along?
but I
Was the
suppose it's
bucket
entirely
guiding
possible.
him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
I'm curious about the, you know, original canon ending. But, like, it's also kinda, it's true. No, yeah, like, I'm not sitting here denying it. What will you do if you finish early?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We'll do it one more time, real quick.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
I like that this still exists. Like, this ending has been around
The
since,
door
like,
behind
the
them was not
original
shut.
fucking
Stanley
Half-Life
and the
2
bucket
mod.
still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At
Based
this
off a
point,
glitch in the
Stanley
previous...
and the
Wait,
bucket
really?
were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Really? The audio does sometimes go bubbly? Bubbly? Well, that's not right. Good. But this game is also on Switch. True.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise,
In the bottom of the
Stanley
monitor, they turn it
reflected
into
on
an
how
ending.
meaningless
Oh,
the
fuck.
bucket's warmth and
Wow,
comfort
okay.
had turned out to be.
That's
To be
cool.
sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Alright.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the
I
enormous
thought going
metal
outside would let the
jaws.
wind be cooler throughout
In
the
a
house. That
single visceral
humidity makes everything
instant,
awful.
The
True.
bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death. It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
We must go. We must become speed.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more no man can own a bucket.
We are speed.
And certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket. But there is something we can do. Something we can do together,
All right.
you and I, that will right this terrible wrong. Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him...
Did it?
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers. I thought, how amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
I thought everyone had gone missing.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, it was 4:30 that we had to click on.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
To get your friends to play Monopoly for content? I don't know.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, got it. Okay, where's 417? Where is 417? Know what 417 is.
It takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent. Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded.
Ego checked, okay.
Okay, great. Now, go touch the bucket on door 437 a few times.
437, okay. The buy Monopoly, true.
Yes, now we're getting somewhere. How about door 415? Give it some bucket love.
Oh, they actually changed lines if you have the bucket. Okay, that's cool.
Now back to door number 437.
That's actually really cool. There's a little bit of line change in this achievement if you actually have the bucket.
You know, I think the copy machine needs some attention. Why don't you rub the bucket on it a bit?
Okay. You know, you're the boss. Where's the copy? The bucket is too strong. True. Where's the copy machine? Bucket love sounds like a... Yeah, right. Like, that sounds like porn. Where is the copy machine? Ah, there it is.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now.
417, okay. 417. Oh, I missed it. I overshot.
Okay, now bring the bucket on top of employee 419's desk.
Boom. On top.
Yes, this is great.
All right.
Now the bucket knows exactly what it's like to be employee 419. Now, let's introduce it to door 416.
Okay, 416. Got it. Boom. This is not pale. What the fuck?
We almost got it. Now make the bucket and the copy machine touch again.
We have to make them touch. The bucket and the copy machine are in love.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 touches of the bucket on door 430.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, we did it. Wow, that felt amazing. You know, not all buckets will get this kind of experience. They won't all know what it's like to slam repeatedly against nearly every door in one section of an office building, or what it's like to be employee 419. Buckets may dream of an experience like this, but few can say they've truly lived it. You've given a bucket hope today. Stanley, I'm very proud of you.
'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. Like the narrator needs a smoke.
Stanley
Input
clutched
for
the
screen
bucket
is a
tightly
thing?
to
No,
his
I know.
chest and entered the door.
That one I know. I played the original game. I know most of the game's original endings. There are obviously some that I don't know because I'm not God. But like I got a lot of this game's endings.
Coming to a staircase,
I have
Stanley
not
and the bucket
gotten,
walked
like, stuff
upstairs
like
to the boss's
The
office.
4-hour baby ending. Because that's insane.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
He seems really
Stanley
heartfelt in the
guessed
bucket
correct
version of
code
dialogue
by
where he's more
sheer
manic,
luck.
excited.
As
Yeah,
if
right.
The bucket knew all along. Was the bucket guiding him?
It's so weird.
Yes,
How you
this is
doing,
certainly
Titan?
the most logical explanation.
How the heck are ya? But yeah, no, I thought it was possible to fall off. Mind
Stanley and the
control.
bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
If I can figure out how to yeet myself off this, ledge, I will, because I'm curious about that myself.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Whoa! Whoa, God, I got it!
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall. Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed.
Oh, alright.
It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well.
I
A
don't know
sort
where we
of
got these.
kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis.
I don't know when we got that.
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to
This
feel
is
like
cute.
In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all.
Which is still up there,
He'd
by
never
the way.
gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets.
Oh, no.
And the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn.
Oh,
and
no.
neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply.
Oh!
Stanley wasn't usually like this.
Well, what's it
The
now?
bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail.
I want to go
All
back!
Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path.
We didn't finish
It
that!
was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake.
we don't know
I need
now.
to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
I don't think so. I think the item is just really funny. So the ending is different if you go down there by
A
yourself?
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace, protective yet delicate, assertive yet compassionate. Stanley clutched the bucket.
Alright, we'll have to
tightly
try that
his
one now.
chest and entered the door.
I believe previously, the game didn't know what to do if you did that and you died. And it was just like, well, fuck, shit. You weren't planning for that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Alright. I think we are.
Manager's office,
I think we are
Stanley was
thoroughly
once again
exhausting the
stunned
bucket
to discover
endings.
not an indication of any
Fuck.
human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he
Press
didn't
8.
notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I fucked it up. Boob.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. "2845.
Bob's. True, we should write Bob's. Six, 7, 8.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Oh, God. That one was just like, and Stanley got the hell on with the story.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Alright. Great, whenever we smooth brain is easy puzzles, true.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Let's see. We fuck up and get out of bounds here. Oh, no. Okay.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was
definitely.
being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Definitely we can get out of bounds.
The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
So those are our two opportunities
Was
to
the
get out of
bucket
bounds
under
there.
the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the
Was
bucket
the
been
bucket
told
under
to do
the
things
influence?
it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place?
Who knows?
These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Gotcha.
No! He screamed into the bucket.
No!
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He squeezed
Never!
the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this
The
point,
bucket killed
he
the
could
man.
trust no one
Except for the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this
Pulling together
very
commander
place.
deck. Ooh.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. for he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, yeah. Commander's also... you're not a fan of Commander? Really? I prefer Commander to Modern, personally. What's the deck you're making? I'm curious. Smash the system!
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
5-color elementals? Oh, are you running Tiamat?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil
that sounds
mind-control
awesome.
machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
Why?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and...
Wait. Hey!
What? Wait. What was happening?
Hey!
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms, not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room, but at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Cool. Good. Do you play Commander? I don't play a lot of Magic the Gathering, but what Magic the Gathering I do play, it's Commander.
Decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying.
Okay, I guess there is. So that ending I've been avoiding, basically what happens is you start wandering around a room over and over by yourself and you eventually go insane and die.
Stanley's bucket.
I don't like that ending. I don't know. I don't like that ending because it's similar to a nightmare I had once.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
You tried jumping out the window? I've not, to be fair. I will do that. But regardless. The garage ending, exactly. Yeah, I've been avoiding the garage ending. But there's little else to do.
Staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Got it!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines. Very soon,
Figler and Marines.
And then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
You're missing one, only one.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken
the economy,
risk?
man?
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought
Is
to
this the
himself,
same?
maybe I am crazy.
Here's the silly
He looked
wombo.
down at the bucket in his arms. Am
hit
I
me.
crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort.
My creatures
And that's
indestructible
when
lantern
Stanley
on tap at the
realized,
end of. Oh,
this
that's
isn't
cool.
my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
This
is
isn't
entirely
mine.
wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by
Wait.
one bucket after the next. None
It's
of
there!
them were his.
It's there!
None
It's-
of them were his special bucket.
Wait, no. Oh, God.
Come to me, Stanley. Find me.
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside
No!
all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on
She's
this
just
particular day,
got the
her
bucket.
walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this.
Shame.
There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have
Shame.
to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And she backflipped on her way to work.
What? I was with you till the end. Heck yes. My life kicks ass. I managed to create a deck that I call shit summons. Oh no, just leave the dead. Yeah, just leave the dead body. Fuck it. Wait, hang on. Isn't there? Oh, I thought there was. Oh, wait.
Okay,
Ah!
I was kind of with you until that last
A
bit.
soft wind blew outside
Yeah,
and perhaps
that was-
rain started. And if
Yeah, the
it
shit out of
did,
me,
it
but yeah,
stopped
that
shortly
was-
after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
That was the mood. Alright, hang on. Oh, hey, we made it. Yeet.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
Not really.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of
Well-
these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible.
Why?
And see how long you can maintain.
What do you...
There once was a man named Stanley.
Why? What is...
who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly.
Why am I
What
getting
Stanley
limericked?
liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful
How's things?
way.
Alright.
But his brain had long ceased to function.
Oh,
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
is that right?
You too will become quite unbearable.
No, that was actually pretty good. Good job, man. Props. Good job. Oh, we're not done. I didn't know why this had a second verse. The yes kills me, just like the yes. Are we just gonna sit here and listen to the narrator play the guitar until we tab out of the game? What in the goddamn? Alright, fine, God.
All of his co-workers were gone.
No, there is not. I literally ran myself up against the
Stanley
walls of
decided
the
to go to the
room.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Thankfully.
the mark. Is Stanley without the bucket really Stanley at all? No, sure. Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
Woo!
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Oh no!
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein.
What the?
Of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay.
What?
If only it had been stronger. Of hope and redemption.
Why?
And its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins
I
to
knew
dim.
it was a war
The
criminal.
opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have
Over
done.
an hour and
perhaps,
20 minutes? What the
bucket
hell?
wondered to itself. Perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception.
What the hell?
This was way too much for Stanley.
Yeah, no kidding.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket
You're a
furrowed its
bucket!
brow. No, said the bucket. Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred
what?
amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
The
I
who?
was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No! Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed, the bucket revealed its true form.
Oh, no.
Transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like... My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from...
We
the
did
bucket.
it! We killed
Thank
it!
God, you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power.
Yeah, fuck,
Otherwise,
good.
You would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
We killed the bucket. The bucket is dead.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Why
What
is
did
that?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I feel like this is all just like, how much can we get away with I feel like they just asked the narrator to say whatever. Alright, so I guess we can see what happens in some of the non-bucket endings for Bucket True. Let's check out some of the non-bucket endings. See if those are different.
When Stanley came to a set of
Let's do my
doors,
favorite ending.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Jump off the
Stanley
platform
knew it
without the
perfectly
bucket.
Well.
We've
Perhaps
done it.
He wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I've
first, just
I've
to
not done that
admire it.
before. I don't think I've done it yet. And there's,
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, this is just the normal. This is the normal dialogue, isn't it?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whoop!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Well, fuck you.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly
No,
lit.
in the screens
Was it a
room.
sign of
Oh.
something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much.
Do
that it
confusion with
was.
the bucket. I've already done confusion with the bucket. That's the bucket destroyer. We can't actually destroy the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh, this ending
he
makes
entered
me
the
a little
door on his
uncomfortable. You
left.
just go ahead and do it. Very powerful. Very cool. Somewhere red and blue. Red and blue. Wait, no, I know that one. That would be in the. That would be.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This is the only new ending in this, like the normal Stanley route, I think. So.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
I
stunned
am
to discover
slightly
not
curious.
an indication of any human life. Shocked, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly
Okay,
as
so
possible.
if you don't
he didn't
take the
even have a
bucket,
single minute to just let the
the
narrator
bucket
talk.
is the key to
That
new
kind of
content.
anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
The bucket is the key to new content. The bucket is the speedrun strat. True. I think that would actually let us do the game faster.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I think that would actually let us do the, Wait, did they update this game? I don't remember. I remember writing about it in uni, but I do not remember any buckets. Okay, first of all, props for writing a paper in university about the Stanley Parable. Second, no. So the Ultra Deluxe
Stanley
adds
walked straight ahead through the large door that read
a bunch of
Mind
new
Control
content,
Facility.
and if you have the bucket, then you get new endings. Is there another password for keypad? I don't think so.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever.
Wow, okay.
Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs.
I'm scared.
How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section.
I am scared.
You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier. Chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
I love that I didn't turn the lights on, so the only thing on screen right now is that one light on the platform.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
It is very bitter.
You did it.
Actually study games. That's cool. I wrote a paper on... Oh. Yeah, I wrote a paper on video games once myself. Honestly, it's a really cool subject to talk about. What else did I need to do? What other endings were there? Somewhere red, somewhere blue. Okay, I think I know what this is. I think somewhere red, somewhere blue is... We need to go... Yeah, I know. That was actually what I was about to say.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Which I know we can
Stanley knew
only
it
do
perfectly well.
without the bucket.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
I was just
to admire it.
I was stalling for time
Standing
by
now in
talking
his
to
incredible
myself
room, Stanley for the first, but
because
eager to
I
get back
wanted to
business,
actually like
Stanley
make
took the
sure that
first
I
open door on
didn't get
his
to
left.
that room with the bucket, and I don't. So
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm about to call it to
Stanley, I think
Cthulhu because
perhaps
that was
we've
relevant to
gotten off
gaming
on the
somehow.
wrong foot here.
Like,
I'm not your enemy, really.
one of my favorite papers I ever wrote was for my
realize that
honors
investing your
thesis,
trust in someone
which
else
was about
can be difficult,
technophobia viewed
but
through the
fact
lens of
is
video
that
gaming.
The story has been
And,
about nothing but you all this time.
because I didn't really like
There's someone
the
you've
subject
been
was more
neglecting,
like the paper was more
Someone.
social than
Really? I
technological.
was in the middle of
So
something. Do
the
you
only
have
professor I
zero
could really go
consideration
to
for others?
was-
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really
moment.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Yeah, no, the only professor I had that I could really talk to was my professor that I took a course on race theory with for honors college, and she actually took I gave her a paper about Overwatch, Metal Gear Solid, Fallout, and Mega Man, and she was like, I kind of want to play some of these games now, and I'm like,
Now
oh,
listen carefully,
cool.
this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley.
We did it.
This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Okay. We did that. That is done. Let's see. What else was there? What else was there? Why is it taking so long to load? Oh, okay. That was just weird. All right. The live problem.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
I mean, it was
fill
pretty.
you to the brim with inner richness?
It was pretty good,
Yes,
but
I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
okay. Oh my god, I called it. I forget how great experience in this game blind is true. It's really just like, hey, things. This is all the same. Everything is the same. Yeah, this is all the same. Wait, no, this is different. Yeah, last time we went through there. Down here.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
7. I have 7 now.
And here was a second Stanlerine.
Oh.
You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the warehouse. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
They actually write down the order. They actually write down the order.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Well, it would have been the boss's bathroom. Right? I think.
No. The boss's bathroom was the 4th place you
Ah.
found the Figanli, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the boss's bathroom feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments?
True. True. My mistake. My mistake.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
The pink room. Yeah, no, I remember the pink room. No, I don't, but, you know, okay. The pink room. The pink room, guys. Remember the pink room?
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was under the stairs. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah! This would have to be like literally, they would have to make 6 different videos. No, yeah, that's what I was thinking just now. Narrator, starring Stanley. Yeah, no, like literally.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
In order for that to make any logical sense, they would have had to make 6 separate videos just based on the potential order. The credits on stolen work.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
True.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's
all of them.
They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Yeah, it's true. Wait. Oh, alright. I'll take it. Oh, you are in the present. Oh, I don't like that.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Okay, sure.
No, I'm not done.
Wait.
I'm not ready to move
Wait,
on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay
okay.
here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll
Sure.
do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Sure, alright, we'll roll with it.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Alright, cool. 13. We have 13 out of 6. We need to make sure we have them all. 13 by 6 is not 100%, so that means we don't have them all. So what was next? The next thing was the one that would be the stairs, correct?
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yes, yes. Oh, cool.
Yes, I love that video.
And here's where I made the video. Content.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I love... Still have no idea where the fuck this happened, but you know, pink room, good room, good room. Something's gonna happen in the fucking pink room. Something's gonna happen in the pink room.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I'm gonna call it. What, you feeling it's something happening too? Hey, it's what's in the boss's office? Oh, nothing. Apparently nothing is in the boss's office anymore. We have locked that route out to us.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too.
Continuously
the
more
past
corrupted,
is truly
maybe?
a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Past? Why does anyone choose to leave the past? I don't like that.
The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
The memory zone itself? Oh, wait! Yeah, it was the jump circle! The jump circle!
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more memories.
Do we use it? Do we use the last one? Do we use the last one? Our last jump? We will never jump again? Do we use it? Do we leave it? We must? Yes? Alright. Experience it. We did it.
Oh, yes, the
Two
two
doors.
Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
We went to the door on our right. And then...
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Wait. No, we're not going...
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with.
But this...
You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
What?
I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Wait, what?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Are you
Stanley
touching on
decided
D&D
to go to the
character?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, if I gotta do this one... If I've only got one more in me... If I've only got one more... We're going out with the OG. Because I know some of y'all ain't seen it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
If I've only got
Stanley
one
knew
more.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
We're
lounge
doing
first,
this right.
just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
The first open door on his
So he
left.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door,
And got back on track.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
I don't know if this is gonna be the last time.
from here, it's, left.
Alright,
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly...
one thing I like about this game is that it always seems so cool, but then you get these endings and show them as much more of a pawn. Yeah, like, the narrator is as much at the whim of the game as
Left,
Stanley
down,
is.
Left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Alright. Wait. Where does that garage lead? Where does that garage lead? Pick a D&D one-shot, but it's under the style of the Stanley Parable. I don't even know how I do that.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I?
Don't think about it, Robin.
It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
From the top.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
The
could it
balloons are
mean?
gone.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, that's interesting.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over.
Oh,
completely
God.
fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Hey, I don't think so.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just
Why
a
am I
minute
asking
ago.
you?
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Let's find the story. All right, let's find the story. Let's walk through the liminal spaces and find the story. Oh, is the story in here? Nope, I don't see any story in here. Oh, there's some white. Oh, nope, that's not story. Is there some story in here? Maybe? Nope, nope, this is back, this is, nope, no story. Dead end. Oh, no, that's not dead end.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, no. Alright, we restarted again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, that's actually cool. They actually removed the collision from this chair in this ending. And they also make it so the doors aren't interactable. That's interesting. Oh, that's not right.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be
Okay,
remembering
yep,
this
it's
wrong.
worse.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
That feeling when no
and see if we
bucket's
missed
true.
anything?
This ending was not programmed with buckets in mind. Honestly, that could have been a cool thing. Like, you start this ending and then the buckets are there. That could have been a cool ending.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
Story.
Story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Alright. But... what the fuck?
Now this... well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I don't fucking remember
Well,
anymore,
you
but
know
I'm
what?
pretty sure.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and
We
it
did
really
it.
paid off. So, good job. Oh no, no,
Aw.
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know
Aw.
we didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Well, fuck, I thought I did alright.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Wait, no, hang on.
All right, I've got a solution.
Wait!
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable.
They changed that
Adventure
graphic.
Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Alright, that's interesting. 2. What if we don't follow the line? I don't think I ever tried not following the line.
No, I'm done. We're living it up to the line from now on.
No, I'm done. We're leaving it up to the line from now on. This man was just playing solitaire. Oddly misshapen solitaire.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward,
Whoa.
Stanley, to destiny.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel on the computer?
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes! The line. This is as loud for me as it is for you all, by the way. What the fuck happened with employee 432? I never noticed that. What the fuck happened with 432?
Cut the music.
Wait.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. Interesting. Alright. I think I've got, like, kind of the, like, you know, the relative shape of the fern. Let me just... Alright, now I won't forget. I have a picture, so I won't forget it.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
We're back in the office. Phone.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, to hell with it.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right?
What's the line ever done
Make
for
up our
us?
own story. Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh,
They
this
changed the
sounds
line.
Perfectly doable.
They changed the
Why
line
don't we simply
again!
Start wandering in. Well, I don't know. How about this direction?
They can't keep doing this. So they only changed the line
Yes,
once?
this
Are we
is
still in the... We're still in the
exciting.
sequel.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I want the story to actually make sense.
Not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I love the line just like torpedoes out of the room. Just like, boom, line. Loops. Oh no, the line left. The line is leaving. We've ignored the line too long. It's decided to bail.
Ah, a choice.
Oh.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
I mean,
And
usually,
that, in turn,
unless you're playing
means
like
that our
Final Fantasy or
destination
SMT.
corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Usually,
And since the
60%.
answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Alright.
Another victory for logic.
Okay.
Come, Stanley. Our destiny awaits.
Right door, let's go.
Oh, hold up. What's this? The confusion.
Deviate from
ending.
maintenance room, end up
You're
in monitor
telling me
room, narrator
That's what
restarts.
this is?
Two doors,
It's all
many
one
doors.
giant ending?
No.
And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how
Venture
all this
unexplored,
goes?
find the line.
It's all
Find the confusion ending
determined?
schedule. Narrator
So
restarts
now,
the game.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Forgets everything.
Well, what if I don't want
Plays
to
the
forget?
story but is prevented. Unable to
line
go
goes
anywhere.
blank
Restarts
simply
on its
because it's
own.
written here on
Find the
this-
line.
this
Follow the
thing.
line. Find the replica
Wall.
of the office. Make up a
Well,
story.
who consulted
Restart.
me?
No longer an
What did
office.
I get to
Black space.
decide?
Wander
Why
in
don't
blackness.
I get
Find
a
a
say in all
bookstore.
of this?
Get
Is it
annoyed
really-
and leave. Restart. The narrator is gone.
Can't be.
Stanley
I don't
dies.
want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
We
How
beat
would
it.
we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
We
I
won.
guess now we just wait.
We
You
beat
know,
it.
I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Eventually.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Is this real?
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Is this real? I don't know I don't know what's happening anymore.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't know what's real anymore. So we did that ending, we did that ending, we did that ending. Did that ending. What other endings did we do? We did that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. My brother in Christ, you made the game.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I
but
think
Stanley had
we've
felt
done
the bucket calling to him, telling
all
him that
the endings?
employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket
We
was
did that
wrong.
ending.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
the
else.
heaven ending?
The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
We've
go to the cargo lift.
Right, we haven't done the. That is true. We haven't done that one. Wait, yeah. So, where are the original escape ending? Guess we could do that. Hang on though. There is what the. Where is the? Is that the adventure line? Why is it down there? Where are the terminals for the computers? I don't remember. Alright, hang on. I want to see if the bucket... I want to see if there's a heaven ending for the bucket ending. So we already did...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by
We already
himself
did
and
419.
constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the
And then
thought
we
of
did...
total
We already did
solitude was terrifying to him.
423. So now, may as well take the bucket with us.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
This also gives us a chance to check the room now that we found
Stanley
everything.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
So basically, after you unlock the new menu
Still
option,
no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Coming to a staircase,
hard to
Stanley
reset
and
the
the
game after you
bucket
unlock the
walked
new menu
upstairs
option.
to the boss's office.
maybe. Three. All right. Restart the game.
All of his co-workers were gone.
And then
What could it mean?
434.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
4.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And then one last restart. Oh, we can't do it. We can't do it. Because the last one is right there. Unless, maybe.
All of his co-workers were
Can
gone.
we, if we take the
What could
bucket,
it
can we
mean?
come back?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps... Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
Let me back in. Let me back in. Ah. Really? Alright, well, we came this far. May as well. Welcome, Stanley. To heaven. Elemental that deals damage based on other elementals control. Oh god, that's scary. Be not afraid. I love that this exists. Like, this is... You literally can't hit them all. Oh, why would you imagine that? Dark Ranger. Dark Anger.
See all those buttons? Each one is an Omni Negate for Herald of Ultimateness.
Holy shit. This is how it feels to play Herald of Ultimateness. We did it. We actually looped pretty quickly. Alright. That's it.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
So, we
Just
can
a
do...
matter of time.
We can do the escape ending because it was requested.
When Stanley came
This
to
is
a
what
set of
Standard was
two
talking about
open
when he
doors,
asked about
he
reaching
entered the
heaven.
door on his
True.
left.
Oh, this room's back to
Yet
normal.
there was not a single
I actually
person here
this room
either.
was back to normal
Feeling
before.
a wave of disbelief,
I just didn't
Stanley
process
decided
it.
to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Are there any other endings?
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
8.
8. The achievements in this game are so weird. Like, let me read you the ones I don't have. These are talked into the keypad. No. But, speed run. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds, not including load times. Set all setting sliders to the menu to all available numbers. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 10 years. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. And test achievement,
Stanley
please
walked straight
ignore.
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
8. We have an
The
8
door
thing
behind
as
him
a
was
thing
not
for
shut.
88 bits.
Stanley still
I
had
think we
every
can.
opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I think we can.
At
I
this
think that's
point,
possible.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Are there any other endings that exist? I'm trying to think. So we did both the endings upstairs, both the on and off ending. We did the escape ending. We did the falling in the pit ending. We did this ending.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Yeah, I think
demise,
this is
he
everything.
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end.
Up
to
and
his
down the
brief and
elevator
shallow
multiple times in a
life.
row?
Farewell, Stanley.
Up and down the elevator and what elevator? Oh!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I think after the boss room? Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley has always been dead. Oh, these are actually the credits. Oh, these are the actual credits. Because I remember we looked up Kevin Brighting as the narrator. That was his name. That was actually his name. The War Zone. We designed the ending with Stanley ended up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient when wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting this one that it was far too joking on the nose. Plus, some people interpreted it as us making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions, which had originally planned to use these for the promotional materials we never found proper use from. Here are a selection of those emails. What is your message for today? There's a skeleton inside you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Thanks and goodbye. Subject, final warning. Stanley Parable Shooter when? Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? I did. Why? How? Will the game feature capybaras? How do you stay in shape? Michael the Rock Martin. Fair enough. The apartment timer. In a previous version, a choice leading you to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up this phone would result in a different ending. Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense. The vent! We would have been able to vent. Like in Amogus. Stanley, I need you to vent. It is entirely imperative to the story that you vent. I know you don't want to be sus, but I need you to trust in me that this is important.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
We vented to get out of Stanley Parable 2.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push
Sussy
escape
Baka
and
like
press
nails on a
quit.
chalkboard.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Choosing not to decide is a choice. We vented to get the Stanley... Oh, true. We did. We did vent to get to Stanley Parable 2. Alright, wait, no, hang on. Is there actually a
All
vent?
his co-workers were gone.
It was in the...
What could it mean?
It was in
Stanley
the
decided
one
to go
room.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Well, give me this.
Finally, yes, the bucket. Yes, yes, yes. I love that bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket
Is there a
tightly
vent
to his
in
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Uh,
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Is the figure? Oh, that one. Okay, no. No, yeah, I know that. We did that one. We did that one.
Truly, being here with the bucket was a grand adventure. Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right. Then walking to the lounge. Then arriving at the lounge. What a thrilling journey.
Is there
the
anything
bucket had
else?
inspired.
Is there anything else?
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most truly at home. Here in the employee lounge. Perhaps it's the only place a bucket can even feel at home. Stanley decided to just give the bucket absolutely as much time as it needed to be in the lounge. Clearly, the bucket and the employee lounge shared a special connection.
I don't remember how long it takes the keypad to soft lock you. It's been too long. True. I don't remember either.
But finally, the bucket was done being in the lounge, and they took the first open door on their left to get back to business.
That one we did. There's no way to get out of there.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the
Pretty sure
meeting
there's a way
room.
down to the
Go
warehouse floor
somewhere
to get a
else.
ending at that
The
vent. You don't
cargo
have the
lift,
bucket.
yes, go there.
True. I don't think we ever did that ending with the bucket. I don't remember actually ever seeing that ending on a normal playthrough.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Minor subtitle mistake. I win. True.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room. And
Honestly,
Stanley
I like that
perfectly
not taking the
well.
bucket just
Perhaps
turns the
he
game
wanted to
back
stop
into
by the
normal
employee
Stanley.
lounge first, just to admire it. It was
Like, you get to
okay.
do all... It was okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
How to get onto the warehouse floor? I don't...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible
think
he wasn't
there is.
5 years ago.
Like, I know we can get here. That's the vent. That's how we vent, like, in Amogus. Well, that would be the closest... That would be the best we could do in terms of falling. No more adventure line... Wait. True! There isn't an adventure line anymore. The hell? Okay, I know this game fucks with you, so I don't know whether that's a sign or what. I haven't invented like an Amogus by myself, so I do want to try that.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did
Oh,
you?
okay.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Fuck you! Forget how the adventure line trademark works, but I know it keeps randomly showing up. Oh, okay. I did not know that.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great.
Let me
he thought to
try.
himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Let me try. Now, we'll take it with us.
One man, one bucket, one chance to seize their destiny together.
Let me try,
Stanley clutched the bucket
that.
tightly to his chest.
'Cause it
This
looked like
was
you
not
might be
the
right,
correct way
trainer.
to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
You might be
telling
right.
him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket
Alright,
was wrong.
Narrator's
took
fucking
the door
pissed
on
in
his
that
left
ending,
To
true.
go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, there's no way I can really go with that. Maybe... Whoa!
But Stanley
Nope,
feared
okay.
that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
What else? Is there anything else we've
How
forgotten?
wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is
Any
great.
details we've
It's
overlooked?
bucket time.
It's bucket time. Any details we've overlooked? Anything we've missed?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting
Chad
room,
Stanley,
but
true.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Most of the
telling
good-
him
most of
that
the endings are off the
employee
beaten
lounge
path.
Was simply the place to be.
I don't remember anything.
And here it was.
I
Had the
see.
bucket
That's the
turned
thing.
out
I
to be
don't
correct?
know if we're
Well, no,
done, but I
never
feel like
mind.
we're done.
The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
Feel like we're
don't
done.
go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the car.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Oh. How about
I'm
that?
serious, Stanley. Jump. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die.
Is that right? Extra double promise? There's someone that looks a little safer. Like maybe you hard reset the game. Like completely reset? Why would he lie? Good point. Yeet.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
So like, quit to menu. Alright, what else? The 2 rooms endings, I did miss most of the Stanley Parable streams? Yes, we did. Had that apart when the game boots with settings? Okay. I don't know if I can do that. I'll try. Give it a shot. Clock dude, that gets expanded. Turn off and turn. No, yeah, I did. I just did. I'm play anyway. Apparently, I'm not syncing with the Steam cloud. That's a little concerning. Written by Davey Raiden. Alright, clock dude. Let's try 10:03. Wait, no, he said to enter my favorite time. Let's go with my birthday. Let's go with my birthday in the morning. That's my favorite time. Your favorite time of day. Could you simply not resist giving me the correct timing? No, it is definitely 12. It is not 12:17. I know that you enjoy saying the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is 12:17 a.m.? So if this is like, if we assume that as far off as possible would be like the hard minimum, so like 12:17 p.m. would be the hard minimum, and 12:16 a.m. would be the hard maximum, then we're like here-ish on the accurate scale. Like we're not perfect, but we're like we're almost there. Can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but now we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Let me whip a couple of the new ones up. Be ready next time you boot the game. Okay. Sure. Sure, I wasn't ready for that. Alright. Until the computer is barely visible. So I need to eat lunch. Thank you, Clockman. Appreciate it. Until the dog and the cat are friends. Well, hang on, no. This means they love each other too. This means they love each other. You want to make it so that they're just friends. Until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Whoa, whoa. Based. Well, that's the IX. That could be 9. Is there an actual 9? There's 9. B. 9. Alright. 9. Until you please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Right about here. Which of the two made-up words is most appealing to you? Occuboinkle or Scrumtush? I like Scrumtush because it sounds like butt. Please don't adjust the slider. Okay. You know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? I would assume so. What time is it anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? A lot of themes. So what do you think of Skyrim Persona 3 so far? Very good game. Would recommend. Anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Quite a lot, actually. Help? Sure. You come back to visit me? Yeah? What the fuck? Don't know how I feel about that. Oh yeah, I'm doing it again. I was already doing it again. Well, that's intimidating. What time is it? It's 10:08. Does anyone really, truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? Just what I do. Like a day job. Now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. Collected all the data on you that I can. I still don't really know you. You don't know me. Just Monica? And neither of us know what time it is. Guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. I know dogs are good boys, true. You won't have me here when the game starts next time. That's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Maybe the only information I really learned about you. Time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again. You can find me. Talk soon. What the fuck? Epilogue? Do we do the epilogue? Yes. Oh, okay. Thank you for the Naltos, guys. I'm scared. I'm worried. I am concerned. Epilogue. I don't know if I'm ready for an epilogue. Many, many years later. In what context? This context. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. We're back in law ending. Well, blasted Stanley Parable. Stay by the fire at cold at night. Jesus! We need to find cover somewhere. The Outer Wilds? Better now. Better. Cliffs are getting close. Wait. No. The memory zone? That's the memory zone. Stanley, in memory of the Stanley Parable 2? The game tanked, didn't it? Oh, hang on. Cookie 9. Like so many, I've enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am in the sequel. While the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What are the enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest featuring figurines. Even this version feels incomplete. Collecting the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite a comforting and welcome reprieve from... Fuck you, Cookie 9. No more spin-offs. No more sequels. Real web. While Stanley Parable 2 launched a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property to an entire franchise, but a disastrous and commercial reception to Stanley Parable 2 has prompted developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought we had a vision for this series that players would be excited about. It turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulted creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release.
Jim.
Jim. Okay, that was the
Jim.
So wait, no, we want to go this way then? The figurines. The hole. Awesome. Yeah, the hole kind of did suck. Wait. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Is that it? In the end, is it just... Are we just back to a room that says, welcome, thank you for the new content? Is that how it all ends? Hello again. Nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developers said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the muck and back. And if people hate it, who cares? That was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Simple. All we do is change the number in the game's title screen. You need a really dumb sounding subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Try combining some random words together to make the title for our new game. The Stanley Parable 3. Forbidden Love. A Game of Spiders. Book of the Stapler. More Ice. Hidden Didgeridoo. Oh my god. Here, hang on a second. These are not the same options I saw last time. Fucking, I love it. I love it. Alright. I'm just gonna roll a d6. I'm just gonna roll a d6, 2d6. So. More didgeridoo. I got 2 3s. More didgeridoo. The Stanley Parable 3. More didgeridoo. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1. And then we'll pick the new subtitle. One of the second options was Human Condition. What the fuck? Okay, that's actually kind of cool, though. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. In search of gun. And if nothing in the game itself will change, and nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again, with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Yes? Yes? No? Do it, do it, do it, yes, I see do it, I see a lot of do it. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. I feel like giving you something as well. I'm noticing the narrator never found your way to get that broken achievement, did he? I didn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. The achievement machine is all fixed. I'm on your side. We're in this together. Gonna keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable can't end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. Let's keep the wheel turning. Are you ready? Only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. You go into the achievement and get the achievement. We have to restart the... I don't know why that wasn't what I expected. So wait, we can do... We can go... We would need to do the entire ending thing, right? And, go in and grab it? We would need to do the entire ending, right? Like, the new content and everything?
This is the story.
No? Where's the machine then?
All of his code
I don't remember
has
the machine
gone.
being anywhere.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Oh,
simply
we definitely need the bucket.
time.
Definitely need the bucket. Oh.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
What about the secret jump stuff? True, we could fuck with that. We may as well.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
You have to redo this part, yeah.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Alright.
Wait, Stanley. I've just now
Wait.
realized. That bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on.
Oh no!
Sequel. How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all. Hold on. Did I already show you my idea
Oh no.
for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
Oh no, we broke continuity.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
We can't jump anymore, we're out of jumps.
The giant door, did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How
There's
did
a
they
jump
look
circle
when
later.
you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be?
Some of
Have I
them.
figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Some of them, yeah. This is really meta.
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly. Yes, you carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made
win.
a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you, clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a
I am
sound of
victorious
victory
over the
in my
gamers.
soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There
I
is
have
no
defeated the
Stanley
gamers.
Parable without the bucket. I win. 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 I win.
Which means if you destroy the bucket, you destroy the Stanley Parable. True.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
That's a separate ending entirely. We have to do it without the bucket. The game literally just says no. That is a separate ending entirely. Robin, remember? You have to do it twice normally. Yeah, no, oh. Return to the Stanley Parable 2 Expo Hall. Oh. Well, at that point it said new content. Bucket again? True, let's try it with the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Let's take
Stanley
the bucket
decided to go to
into the
meeting
bucket.
room. It's bucket time.
Okay, yep, that's the same. Bucket. Yeah, that sign was not there before. If you can change the balloons, maybe. Who knows? I fucking don't. We have defeated it, boys. We beat the we have defeated gamers.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that.
Wait, can we get 2 buckets?
So to get this ultra deluxe nonsense, I say we take it one step
Can we get
further.
2 buckets?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The investor showcase for 2.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This
Well, I've
is
relived
what
my
fans have
existential
truly
crisis.
been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Isn't this the third game?
I
True.
feel that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new...
I can't believe they announced Stanley Parable 2 inside the third game of the franchise. Look, if any game would, it'd be this. Yes! Yes!
There are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great.
Yes!
So intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Yeah!
Stanley! Oh, thank God. I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
Do we even want to do the jump circle content anymore? Is it even worth it? Is anything truly worth it anymore? Is anything even worth it?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Sad violin moment, true.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you
must
knew
keep going
which
for
one you
bucket.
actually really wanted all along. Get Well Someday it is.
Apparently we can change that.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Alright, where is... Okay, there's the jump circle. Where's the achievement machine? Free achievement. I know, I was looking for it.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see,
It works
you'll
now.
come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
Test achievements,
As you
please
can see,
ignore.
the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on?
What?
You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure?
Composure?
Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
He's having a goddamn panic attack. That's actually great. I love it. Just like, what the holy hell is going on? Alright.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I don't know if we can still do the jump
You know
circle.
what? Let's bring the...
Let's see. Begin again.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Nope, we used
What
all the
could it
jumps.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We have blundered it. I do like that you can just get a separate bucket. That's great. I wonder what happens if you already have the Achievo. Well, you know what? That's a fair point.
It's bucket time.
That's a fair question. I do love what the holy hell is going on. Let's bring along the bucket too. Yeah, I got it. Alright.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a land.
If I'd have known that would have stolen my jump from me, I wouldn't have used it.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
We flew too close to the sun.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley parable.
Wait, hang on. Can we collect more unlockables? Is that a thing we can do?
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release?
We already have
of a few
6 of them.
minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities.
This game is so worth
many
it.
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear,
this game is so worth it. Agreed.
Exactly
Agreed. I'm gonna fix my Dogmatica deck after the ban list while I wasn't watching.
The features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely
organize this game in 5 years to troll people.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
We actually have 18. No, we have like 23. Out of order. You have been here already. You have been here. Get out.
Now here's
because we have like 23 of them already.
That broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
But we have the...
You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you.
We have the achievement right there. We have the achievement.
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
This part of the game always having an accidental crisis.
I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal as... It truly
Let's see if we can't.
Calling it the Stanley parable too.
So that if we go to finish this part of the game, then
what does it even mean?
It
but
resets.
The Stanley parable 2. Now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I've been here. Settings, what? Wait. Oh, you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. That's an achievement. Wait, what the hell is this? Epilogue? Oh. Oh.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Oh my God. Okay. Alright. 51. Does this count as setting? Alright, so that's... We had it at 72. There we go. There we go. We got them all, okay? See it? We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. Alright, and then let's do all the camera sensitivity settings. Boom. Turn on, off, on, off, on, off. Language, English. That's all the languages. On, off. Medium, small, very large, large, medium. All the way from 100 to 80 and back again. Show translation labels. Yes. No. Oh, wait, no. Content warnings. No. Color labels. No. Transition labels. Medium. Swap them around back to medium. Maybe apply settings first then change back. I hope not. If that's the case. I'm going to assume that's not the case because, that would be insane. So, but, if that's the case, then we'll... Man, I don't know.
Story of a man.
You don't have to apply them. What's the achievement? You know, it's, set all settings sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. The Buddha, no, in the menu to all available numbers. Alright. Off, on. So full screen, so borderless. Full screen, windowed, borderless. 16 by 2560 by 1440. Let's go back in time. Twenty-five 60 by 1440 59. I thought it was only the sliders, you said? True. Wait, that wasn't there before. Alright, we did not get the achievement. I had to mess with this one a bit. Oh, that was it. It was simplified controls. So the buttons did matter. That was the one thing we were missing. We didn't toggle simplified controls. Alright. The settings world champion.
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity?
I would like...
Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Bumpscosity. Great job. You did it. Honestly? Really? Really? You are the champion of setting all the sliders into the possible numbers. Please enjoy this room. This is your room. It was made just for you. Bumpscosity. No, I know. I wanted to check the bumpscosity. Now we have 1,000 bumpscosity. Don't know what that means, but we have it. All right, there's the infinite hole. Wonder what it does. Who knows? Opening, rim, depth, surrounding area.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
I know!
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for... You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I don't think I've ever hit the bottom before.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer.
I didn't
but
hit the
do
bottom of my
recommend you
initial
use
run.
the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Never. Oh, I don't like that like that. That's
Okay,
fucked
Stanley,
up.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Oh
Is
no.
it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an
certain
extremely
it
deep
is.
hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found
Good
the
for you.
bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
You're the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
I think there's
If
actually a
that
teleport
works for you,
marker.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
Alright.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas
I like
for the
this,
sequel.
like, mostly infinite hole now. See if we can't see the teleport.
Oh, for heaven... You see? I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Not normal.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but
Put
feel
the hole
like
in the
you
broom
spent a little
closet.
less time in there than
Put
you
the
did
hole in the
before. I mean,
broom closet.
Admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite.
I didn't
Well,
think it was
suppose
that
once
not
again, there's nothing to
infinite.
do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively... Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less.
It's growing
and less
steadily
infinite.
less and less
I
infinite.
suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole
The shame
not
of the
infinite,
lie has
but it's
come to
barely
haunt me.
even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot.
Very aggressive divot.
How is this still appealing to you?
How is this
I know
still
you're obsessed
appealing
with
to you?
holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Can't do it.
Is the, teleport button not working?
Infinite
You
divot.
sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
We're stuck with the bucket
Still
now.
nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye,
I'm
Stanley.
out.
You couldn't bear to be away
Fuck
from the
it.
hole.
I'm done.
Now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally
Anything else.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the whole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
There we go. Perfectly in the center. Perfectly in the center. I want to see what it does with the bucket. The bucket. Down we go. We are going down the hole. I love this music. They actually have the bucket modeled. Holy shit. That's actually cool. I wouldn't have thought they would have actually modeled the bucket. That's worse. That's worse.
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine.
The hell?
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up this space of mine. My head's stronger.
The fuck? I'd be kidding you. I want to find better music. The bucket is eternal. The bucket is eternal. The confusion is palpable. No, we did. Oh, that one's cute. That's disturbing.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
Oh.
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley.
Now we have the bucket.
This hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
Do they actually
how about if I just pop
do they
in
act?
from time
You can
to
go
time
back
and wake you up.
Eventually.
To keep you really, truly focused on the hole. From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this
Does
hole,
it happen again?
And I'm looking forward to all
Yes.
of them. Stay alert, Stanley.
This is my second time doing this. That's why I actually was like, oh, they modeled the bucket this time. Last time the bucket, I don't remember having the bucket. I might have had the bucket. I don't remember. But, yeah, no, they definitely have the bucket now. I mean, stay in the hole. It doesn't let you. It just puts me back here.
Try out some of the new features.
Yeah, no, I think that's everything we can actually do. So, yeah. That's it. We did it. We beat the game. We beat the Stanley Parable 2, 3, Ultra Deluxe, featuring Dante. Thank you guys for coming. This was a lot of fun. This game was really silly and really fucking funny. I can appreciate this game being what it was. I don't. You just need to do speedrun. I could reasonably do the speedrun. But like, and then not open the game for 10 years? Exactly. How to reset the jump counter? I don't know. I don't think we can, sadly. I think we butchered that. But, now don't play the game for 10 years. Exactly. But, they update the game in 9 years. They might. But, yep. Thank you guys for coming. We've done everything we can do. Everything we can do.
Wait. There are
Everything
two
we
buckets
can
here.
do.
How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket
Everything
is
we
so
can
great,
do.
so intoxicatingly wonderful. With two buckets, there's no telling.
Everything
Stanley,
we can
do you
do.
still hear me? Are you with me?
Everything